In this video, I'm going to be comparing ExpressVPN, Hotspot Shield, and NordVPN and see which one comes out on top. And as I'm a paying customer for each of these VPNs, I'm going to be going behind the scenes and even be playing a little bit of geo-blocked content in real time. And quickly, just before I get stuck in, if you do want to get started with either of these providers, I do have massive discount links down below in the video description. Let's get started. Okay guys, so the first thing I looked into in this comparison was the price. So for myself personally, I really don't want to be overpaying for a VPN, as with this particular industry, there's many kind of competitors out there and it's very fierce competition. So you obviously don't want to be overpaying for a VPN when you can go and get a similar product at a much cheaper price. So as you can see guys, in this particular category, NordVPN definitely comes out on top by a long shot. As of making this video, their pricing is only $3.49 per month, and this is based on their 36-month plan. And followed by this is ExpressVPN, which is $6.67, and Hotspot Shield, which is $7.99. So in this particular category, NordVPN definitely comes out on top. So the next thing I looked into with these VPNs was the amount of servers, locations, and also the speeds that they have on offer. So this is also a very important consideration, as with a VPN, you obviously want them to have a good network of servers, especially if you're going to be watching geo-restricted content or even torrenting, as this really does allow them to stay one step ahead of kind of streaming providers. As if maybe a server got blocked or it was performing slowly, they can easily reroute you to one of their many other servers. So your user experience with a VPN is seamless and you really don't notice any slow speeds. So in this particular category, NordVPN definitely comes out on top as far as the amount of servers is concerned, followed by ExpressVPN and Hotspot Shield, which are around the same level. However, when it comes to speeds, the amount of servers that a VPN offers always doesn't equate to faster speeds. So from my own personal experience, I would say ExpressVPN and Hotspot Shield speeds are really on the top in this particular category, and that is also reflected in their price. And if I really was going to nitpick, I would say Hotspot Shield is actually a fraction faster than ExpressVPN. And then you have NordVPN's speeds, which are actually really good. However, when you compare them to Express and Hotspot Shield, they are a little bit behind. However, if you are looking for a larger network of servers, then in this particular category, NordVPN does come out on top. Okay guys, so the next thing I looked into was the security, encryption, the compatibility with torrenting, and also the login policy of all of these VPNs. So as you can see, NordVPN and ExpressVPN are pretty much carbon copies of one another. They are both utilizing the OpenVPN and the AES 256 military grade encryption. They're both compatible with torrenting, and from my own experience, they've easily been able to hide my IP address with no issues whatsoever. And they both have a very strict stance on their login policy. They don't track any of the websites you visit, timestamps, and also the bandwidth usage as well. And when you compare this to Hotspot Shield, they're actually completely different from many of their major competitors. They're currently using their own unique Hydra protocol, which they've created, and they actually don't have the functionality for the OpenVPN protocol whatsoever, and I actually would like this to be a future option in coming months or years. However, they are using the AES 256 encryption, which is great to see, and they're also great for torrenting as well. And when it comes to the login policy, they also do a great job. They don't track any of the websites or files that you do download. However, in saying that, they actually do track the amount of bandwidth that is used on each website and torrenting manager. However, they do say this is for internal purposes only, so you do have to take that with a grain of salt. So in this particular category, I would say NordVPN and ExpressVPN are around the same level, followed by Hotspot Shield, as they're not using the OpenVPN protocol and they also track bandwidth usage. So the next thing I looked in with these VPN providers was the amount of devices that you can connect simultaneously on a single account, and also the compatibility with the other platforms. So as of making this video, you can connect up to 6 devices with NordVPN, and both ExpressVPN and Hotspot Shield do allow you to connect up to 5 devices simultaneously. And as for the compatibility with all of these VPNs, I would say all of them do a really great job. They do allow you to connect with all of the large platforms that you would come to expect, such as Windows, macOS, iPhones, Android, and even other platforms such as the Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and even consoles like the Xbox and PlayStation. However, in this category, I would give the slight edge to NordVPN, as they do allow you to connect an extra device. Okay guys, so the next next thing I looked into was the reliability and also the capability of unblocking various streaming providers such as BBC iPlayer, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and also Amazon Prime. So from my own experience, I'd say all three of these providers do a phenomenal job at allowing you to bypass the geo-restricted content and access kind of these streaming providers. However, in saying that, I would say NordVPN does come out on top as for the amount of locations that you can unblock with Netflix. From my own personal experience, I've been able to connect to many other locations when compared to ExpressVPN and Hotspot Shield. From the top of my head, I've been able to connect to Spain, Japan, South Korea, Canada, United Kingdom, United States, New Zealand, and many other locations. And when you compare this to ExpressVPN and Hotspot Shield, they've only allowed me to connect to the major locations such as the United Kingdom, the United States, and Canada, which is completely fine as these by far do have the largest catalogue of TV shows and movies. And on the flip side of the coin, we also have to take speed into consideration. So from my own personal experience, I actually have found Hotspot Shield to be a little bit faster than ExpressVPN, followed by NordVPN. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is actually jump over to my Netflix account and connect each of these VPNs to a geo-restricted version of Netflix, just so you can see how they actually do perform in the real world. So as you can see, guys, I'm over here on my Netflix account. So the first VPN I'm going to go over is NordVPN. So with NordVPN, like I mentioned earlier, one of the main benefits is that you do have access to additional Netflix libraries that you won't find with many other providers out there. And just to show you guys an example of this, I'll go and search for the Spanish location. I'll click on that location, and this will go and connect me to the fastest server in that particular region. And with the Spanish Netflix, you actually do have access to many TV shows and movies like Harry Potter, which you won't find even on the American or the UK version of Netflix. So now that we're connected, I'll go back to Netflix and refresh the browser. And it really is that simple, guys. It literally only takes a couple of clicks to kind of change your digital location and unblock additional content. So I'll now be on the Spanish Netflix. And just to show you guys this, I'll have a quick look for Harry Potter. So just do a quick search for that one. And I'll give this a couple of moments to load. And as you can see, guys, we now have access to all 8 Harry Potter films. And if I scroll down, this also uncovers additional movies that aren't available in my particular location, as you can see here. So what I'm going to do now is just go play a really small snippet of one of these movies in real time, as I really want to give you guys a real world indication of what it's like to use NordVPN. So I'll just click on this one randomly. And again, guys, this will be in real time with no edits. And from my own experience with the Spanish Netflix and NordVPN, it typically does take between 5 and 15 seconds. So as you can see from that quick test, guys, NordVPN is easily able to unblock Netflix, and their speeds are also really great. And again, if you do want to get started with them, I do have a massive 70% discount link down below in the video description. So the next VPN I'm going to cover is ExpressVPN. So much like Nord, it's very easy to change your location. I can click on these 3 dots here. And I'm in the mood for watching, the Office TV show, which can be found in America. So I'll search for the United States, click on that location, and then press connect. And this will go and connect me to the fastest server in the US. And once that's highlighted in green, that just notifies me that I'm connected. So again, I'll go back to Netflix and refresh the browser, and this will load me onto the American version of Netflix. So now that I'm here, I'll do a quick search for the Office TV show. So just go and search for that one. And as you can see, guys, I now have access to The Office, plus some additional titles that aren't available in my location, such as Parks and Recreation, Criminal Minds, and heaps of others. So again, I'm going to go play a little snippet of this title in real time. So I'll just go click on this one. And with ExpressVPN, I typically do find they load between 3 and sometimes 15 seconds on the longer end of the spectrum. And as you can see, guys, that loaded incredibly fast. Okay, guys, so the last VPN I'm going to cover is, of course, Hotspot Shield. So just as a quick side note, I am using the premium version at the moment, as with the free version, you actually don't have any functionality of unblocking streaming services. So if you do want to unlock this capability, then you will have to invest in the premium version. So now that I have it open, again, I'll go and search for a particular location. So I'll click on the globe, and from here I can search for a particular country. So in this instance, I want to connect to the United Kingdom. So I'll go and search for that country. and I'll click on that location, press connect, and I'll press connect again. And the main reason I'm connecting to the UK is that you actually can find TV shows like Friends that you won't find on any other versions of Netflix. And this is really one of the main benefits of a VPN, as you can really handpick the content that you want to watch. So now that we're connected, I'll go back to Netflix and refresh the browser. So I'll give this a couple of moments to load me onto the UK Netflix. And once I'm here, I'll now be able to search for the Friends TV show. So I'll go and search for that one. And I'll let this load. And as you can see, guys, we now have access to the Friends TV show, plus some additional titles such as How I Met Your Mother, The Big Bang Theory, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and heaps of others. So again, I'll go play a really small snippet of this TV show in real time. And with using Hotspot Shield and the UK Netflix, I do find it almost loads instantly. So after using Hotspot Shield, NordVPN, and ExpressVPN, I've really come to enjoy all of these services. They each do have their strengths and weaknesses. However, if I was forced to recommend one, it would have to be NordVPN, as I do find they strike a really great balance between price and performance. However, if you are looking for a blazing fast VPN and budget really isn't a concern for you, then I do think that either ExpressVPN and Hotspot Shield are a great option. And again, guys, if you do want to get started with either of these providers, I do have exclusive discount links down below in the video description. So there you have it, guys. That's my comparison of NordVPN, Hotspot Shield, and ExpressVPN. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If I've missed anything, or maybe you have a particular question, then feel free to drop it down below, as I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. So as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.